about the Saguaro game that I remember is we tried to start at 7 p.m. instead of 7:30 so that we could say that we had the player who hit the first three-point shot in the history of Arizona basketball, but the AIA wouldn't let us do that. So we started at 7:30, and as I remember, it was Mike Milbrandt who hit the first three-point shot in the history of probably Arizona basketball. So that was special. Their big game, of course, and right now we can look back and see what a big game it was the win over Mesa in the holiday tournament. We beat them by 1 point, and there was a lot of exciting action in that game.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and for our hatred led, love's bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening from Chaparral High School. I'm George Tanner. With me is Andy McClure as the Scottsdale Community Cable Corporation and Scottsdale Public Schools presents the high school game of the week. This, the championship of the 1987 Chaparral Christmas Tournament.
Mesa Jackrabbits.
It's the Mesa Jackrabbits who are ranked second in the state overall in AAA Division I, coached by Paul Neuendijk against the fourth-ranked Chaparral Firebirds.
2 for 2.
Milbrandt in the backcourt up to Neil Meyer. As Meyer drives left side. Nice soft touch from Neil. He's got 2 per game, and he's quickly got 4. That's Milbrandt. Gives to Meyer, and Meyer shoots. Nice touch off the glass.
By Neil Meyer.
Just a junior, 30 points against Saguaro the last time out.
And Blake tries to pass to Ellsworth. It's tipped.
Could be a point guard someplace. He's got good ball handling skills and definitely just outstanding shooting skills.
Walker's shot is no good. Byler and break. It's 1-on-2. He misses it.
Went in too hard, took it up right to the rim and hit it high off the backboard.
Monaco with the pass to Milbrandt. Baseline, and ball. His shot bounces out. Van Dyke comes down with it. Outlet pass to Diaz. A little bit short. Monaco with the steal. There's Meyer with the drive. Carter. Hesitation. He's a 6'3", 170-pound senior. Usually the first man off the bench.
And against Saguaro.
Derek Blake now with 4. As Milbrandt drives the lane, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
Basket is good by Mike Milbrandt.
Nice drive.
David Van Dyke, so good defensive pressure there by the junior center.
Valdez drives left side, and his shot falls down. Who has been denied thus far tonight. Very quiet first quarter for Ross. He's tried 2 or 3 shots unsuccessfully. Milbrandt down low. Nice laying off the glass. 19-17 Chaparral leads. Monaco drives, shoots from the free throw line, and it's the 2 squads.
Chaparral in a man-to-man defense, and good, strong defensive effort there by Steve Carter to pick off that pass. On the left side of the court to this side of the court, can't be any more vague. He's got 4 early on in the second.
25-23, Mesa out in front. Milbrandt will hold up the ball to Neil Meyer, who drives against Ellsworth in the lane and puts it down.
An extra little shuffle step.
Monaco in the corner to Milbrandt. Mike off the glass, nice shot. Neil Meyer with the outlet pass to Monaco. 2-on-1 break to Milbrandt off the glass and in. This point.
Against Saguaro 2 nights ago, Monaco had 5 3-pointers.
Basket by Johnny
There's
Manros.
John Manros with a nice pass from Neil Meyer. Holds it up on the right side. That's Smith, Manros, and Meyer. Chaparral keeping the ball out a little bit. Monaco in traffic, shoots, and it bounces through. Again in 1979. They won it last year, and up until that time, they had not captured the title. Walker with a nice pass from Monaco. His points have come off of offensive boards, too, and those are oh so valuable. Smith is hammered as he goes up for the shot. Before line. Didn't see any action the other night. If he did, it was very limited action.
No, he didn't, and if he did, he did not score. We didn't see maybe down the cats. It was nip and tuck. before going into overtime, with Soil getting the last shot at it with about 3 seconds to remain. So Kevin Smith didn't see any action, but seeing action here early in this ball game.
Brent Bowden, 55, checks in for Craig Byler. Smith gets his second free throw. Van Dyke, right side, drives against Meyer. That one is no good, but put right back in by Blake.
And that's the first miss of a field goal attempt by David Van Dyke. He had been 6 for 6 otherwise.
Well, Firebirds were up at the half 37-35. They find themselves down now 41-37 as 6 quick points put up on the board by the Mesa Jackrabbits.
That's one thing for team than Saguaro. Mesa, except for Van Dyke, is smaller than Chaparral.
Speaking of Van Dyke, he swats away the shot from Walker. Diaz. And Derek Blake banks it in.
And Coach Terry Carney's going to have to call another timeout.
12-point lead, 49-37 Mesa.
One to score a lot of points tonight, just 6. So their 2 top guns have only had 10 points through the first 3 periods of play.
Milbrandt gets his own rebound, and he puts it off the glass back in, and he's fouled.
That's the one that has kept him in the ballgame, Mike Milbrandt, 15 points.
Milbrandt is at the free throw line. He has been there once already and put it in.
A host of people here when he comes to a ballgame.
Byler misses. Milbrandt with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Neil Meyer, and he puts it down.
Okay.
Monaco from 3-point range. It falls through. Well, even when it goes down for Ross tonight.
Very intimidating ball player.
So Monaco brings it in. That's Meyer from way out. Manros down low. Ball comes out, tipped in by
Basket by Johnny Manross.
Manros, 19 in the third quarter. Shot long off the back of the iron. It's controlled by the Firebirds. Monaco with a 3. There it is.
Player by Ross Monaco.
With 4:50 left. Monaco, left side, 3-point range. No good again, but tipped in by Carter.
Basket by Neil Meyer.
Oops, they give it to once again. Chaparral can pull to within 5. As Ross Monaco puts it down. That's a 3.
Ross Monaco.
Ball's tipped away, it's stolen. Milbrandt with the steal to Monaco, off the glass, no good, but there's a foul. Back there to seal the victory, but he missed the first of 2 here. He has 15 on the night. Second free throw is good. He has 16. Hold it up. Now Diaz will drive. And a foul by Mickey Walker. Oh, they say offensive foul on Diaz.
Yes, it was. Diaz got called for the foot.
Meyer will drive left baseline and shoot one off the glass and in.
Basket by Neil Meyer.
Meyer with 12 for him. Diaz with a give and go to LeSueur. He throws it off the glass, and there's an offensive foul. LeSueur will be charged with that one.
LeSueur went into the lane.
Looks like they will slow it down a bit. Meyer has it. Left side Milbrandt. He fakes. Gives to Meyer. Meyer misses. Gets the rebound and puts it off the glass and in.
Basket by Neil Meyer.
Meyer with 14. And Mesa wants a timeout. The Birds lead by 1. 63-62. 37 seconds left.
They're going to have to court press sometime this evening. If so, look for Mesa to bring the ball in right to the free throw line. They're going to give the ball to David Van Dyke. Once he gets the ball and brings it above his head, he can look over the entire court. He has that much height and reach advantage over anybody else in the court, and they'll try to break it that way. But they need to pressure the inbounds pass. Once they get the pass in, they probably should just fall on back and set up on defense. That pass will be critical once it comes in. Where it goes, expected to go to Van Dyke.
Let me point out one thing. I don't think we've talked about it thus far. It was 60-50 Mesa going into the period. The Jackrabbits had 2 points here in the period. I had not even been aware of that. I knew it had been a relatively low-scoring period for Mesa. They have scored 2 points. The Birds have scored 13. So a 13-2 run here in the period. I was just looking down at the purple dots I'm using for the fourth quarter, Andy, and the only bucket coming by Craig Byler.
I was going to say Byler would have been it because Van Dyke, he's had 8 points in the second half, all of those in the third quarter. Derek Blake with 6 in the second half, all in the third quarter, and Richard Diaz also with 6 in the second half, those in the third quarter.
All right, so let's see what happens in the final 37 ticks of the clock here. A 1-point lead, Chaparral, 63-62 with 30 seconds left. Diaz will drive the right lane.
Surprising, Chaparral didn't really...
No surprise.
Fast.
They try to go to Van Dyke. Carter with the steal. There's Monaco, and he wisely holds it up. There's a foul on Diaz.
And once he steps up, that's movement. That's a turnover.
Diaz misses the shot. Ellsworth is going to be charged with an offensive foul. Ellsworth on the baseline, came up. And Terry Carney wants to
check that. That was another ball game. It was 73-55.
Further than their free throws down the stretch. Neil Meyer has missed 2. Mickey Walker 1. Ross Monaco 1. And those can come back to haunt you.
Not only did they just miss those,
they were the front ends of 1+1.
They were front ends. So theoretically, they gave up about 8 points, or what could have been 8 points.
So we shall see if that proves to be consequential or not. We have to play some tough defense. What do you do? Triple team David Van Dyke in this case? Because you know the ball is going to go down low to him. You can just take it to the bank.
You don't want the long pass coming in down to him. He's going to set up down underneath. It looks like they're going to they've got to go 3/4 of the court with a pass first. Mesa has to throw it long. They can't throw it in short and then look for Van Dyke. They've got to throw long. They've got to get it to him first. They're going to put 3 men around him.
And I suppose Coach Carney saying avoid the foul. 2 seconds. 1 second. Blake Shorts. Well, it's not a beautiful way to win, but it's still a big win. Chaparral Firebirds with a gutsy come-from-behind performance. Mesa gets the last shot, and the Chaparral Firebirds remain undefeated as they improve their record to 8-1, or to 8-0. And Mesa drops to 7-2. Final is Chaparral 63 and Mesa 62. 63-62 win. And they held, talk about defense, Mesa was held to 2 points in the last period.
It was. I'm looking through my notes again. One of the keys for Chaparral was to have a strong defensive effort, which they did. The other one was to have Monaco and Meyer on. Meyer comes up with 14. I've got Monaco unofficially for 17. That's a lot of points, but it's a little bit less than they've normally scored. And it's also 63 points is less than they've scored as a team average as well. So they stayed on their average as per total output for the team. But a strong effort defensively is what did it for Chaparral in their comeback. It was weak effort defensively in the third quarter that allowed Mesa to just roar out to that big 10-point lead.
Well, Mesa now has lost 2 games on the year. They lost to Carl Hayden, which was the defending AAA Division II champion, which now is competing in AAA Division I. And they also lost to Chaparral Firebirds. And we see the champion Firebirds receiving the trophy over there on the far side of the court.
By vote of coaches.
Second straight year, Firebirds have captured that tournament trophy.
They're going to announce the all-tournament team here.
And remain standing until the tournament team is presented.
From all the teams that have been in this
tournament. High School, Dana Oxane.
And Dana Oxane from Saguaro, who just played in the third place game, and of course SaberCats were winners in that contest. So Oxane is one of the all-tournament teams. Randy Robinson, who we saw in the game against Arcadia, is also one of the all-tournament players. Robinson does it all for the Kearney Comets.
He's already signed a letter of intent to go to the University of Colorado, so his future is already decided. He can play this year and have a good time and not worry about recruiting and the hassles that may incur later on in the year.
From Chaparral High School, Ross Monaco.
Ross Monaco, all-tournament team there.
So far, 3 of the kids that I had picked in my all-tournament team have been named here.
From Mesa High School.
I got to have David Van Dyke on my team, yep. Okay, so who's going to be the other? We've agreed on all of them so far. There's one other player, maybe somebody we hadn't seen yet.
They may go with Neil Meyer, also of Chaparral.
Meyer's had a good tournament. I would not dispute it.
And the outstanding player for 1987 Chaparral Invitational Basketball Tournament from Chaparral High School, Neil Meyer.
There you are. So 2 Firebirds make the all-tournament team, Neil Meyer and Ross Monaco. Meyer is the outstanding player of the tournament, and Monaco also to the all-tournament team, and also from the Scottsdale schools, Dana Oxane from the Saguaro SaberCats. So the Firebirds are the champs for the second straight year, a 63-62 win. They battled back from a 10-point deficit. They were down by 13 in the third quarter, and the Firebirds come up for their 8th win of the year, and a very impressive win, too, with the comeback led by Neil Meyer, who had, 6 points in the final period.
Camelback, just before the holiday tournament, was very important. It was our first really close game, and we had to play Camelback at Camelback, and they had at that time the player who was considered at that time the Prep Player of the Year in Arizona, Kevin Minifield, and we did a great job of beating them in double overtime, hitting some important free throws, 89-88 as I recall.
Coach, were there any unique or unusual things that happened this year? You know, you had Mickey Walker on your team.
Well, yeah, Mickey is a pretty unusual kid, but there were some very unique things. One of the unusual thing, which I've never heard of before, we've had people in the past who've yelled from the stands, like, put in so-and-so, or coach, put Jones in, or something like that. And that's a little distracting to a team and a little upsetting, you know, to have people yelling at you like that. And I know it bothers the players, but this year, the first game, along about early in the second quarter, we had some people up in the stands there yelling, put in Man Ross, we want Man Ross. And so the coaches, we did what we usually do. We had John come down and sit beside us on the bench, and we said to John, John, your fans up there want you. Why don't you go sit with them? And usually this gets a player to stop the people from yelling about him. And John was a little embarrassed and stuff. And after the game, he came to me and apologized. But after that, we realized these were just kids who liked John Manross, and that was the beginning of the John Manross. Exactly, the John Manross fan club. I don't know how much they knew about basketball, but they liked John. And some of the signs and things they did during the year, for the most part, were great, you know, in good taste, and it just developed into a tradition, and it was just a great experience. I don't know of any other kid in the state that had his own fan club with signs, and, you know, there was an initiation procedure. I know my son was in the fan club, and my daughter, so that was one of the most unique things of all.
They're just having fun now.
And don't bring up when I graduated. Outside, Manross, three-pointer.
Now listen to this crowd. That's because John Manross is one of the favorites. Again, they have a big poster up there, and oh, who is John Manross situation? They love him here.
They have his whole biography on the wall. I didn't notice all that up there before. Manross, John Christopher Manross. He's born January 17, 1970. Wilden shot is no good. Manross has it. Let's continue with the bio. He's 6'4", 180. And his hobbies include baseball and piano. Wants to go to the U of A. And his birthplace is Minot, North Dakota. That's how you pronounce it. Lozeski gets the offensive rebound after the shot by Harrison.
One other unusual thing, and I don't know that it had ever been done in Arizona before, was the toilet paper. Administration got a little upset about it, you know, but I thought it was completely under control, and I thought it showed how our fans could sort of get together and support the team. I had a meeting requesting people who wanted to be a part of basketball history and support the Firebirds, and about 50 people showed up. Palm, Cheer, Manross Fan Club, you know, all sorts of people like that. And it turned out to be a really neat thing, and I'll tell you from the bench, when we scored the first basket of the game and the toilet paper came down from the stands, that was an awesome sight. So
there's a lot of noise to it. But
oh, it's unbelievable, and I think we'll have to be doing that again next year sometime, you know, when Coach says, and when we pick a team. And
that's not for publication for everybody, though, is it?
Right. That's just, we'll let you know when we're going to do it.
We'll keep that under our hat.
Our old players can come back and maybe throw a few rolls or something. Let's take a look. You have to see it from the bench. We've got the cable production, but from the bench, it's pretty awesome too. Let's take a look at it. All right.
Underway. Monaco across the 10-second line into the corner to Valadez. He'll hold it up over in the far corner. Monaco down low, Manross, and it's 2-0, and it comes all the toilet paper. And I think Bob got clobbered. It's a tradition they have been building on here at Chaparral, and this was the ultimate climax. This is the best I've seen.
This is the most exciting we've seen, and obviously this was not spontaneous. They had planned this for a while, everything, and of course they've done it in a lot of colleges. In fact, in college.
Another important game, of course, was the Central Chaparral game. Central had beaten us once at the end of the season after we had beaten them twice. In the division championship game, however, we came on and played really like a championship team and did a great job, and for the first time in my tenure as a coach, we won the Central Division Championship. So that was certainly a big win for our program.
and their coach. Secondly, I'd like to say that this is probably one of the finest tournaments in the state, that we hope eventually the state champion will come out of our division, and that everybody here will represent our Metro Division at ASU next time. Coach. On behalf of the Metro region, I'd like to present this to your team. We have a member for each one of your teammates. Congratulations. Good luck in the state tournament.
Yes, winning the Metro Region Division Championship was certainly a big thrill. But it's an even bigger thrill to play in a state tournament game, especially a state tournament game at Firebird Gym.
Rising up, back on the street. Took my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive.
As the last few seconds ticked off the clock and everyone began to get ready to play at ASU in the Final Four, the whole team couldn't help but think how great the Chaparral fans are. Our fans did have some faults. Okay, so they ignored the other team sometimes, especially during the pregame introductions. But I'll tell you, when Mr. Yarmard introduced the home team, they were ready to cheer. The Chaparral fans, they were wild and crazy, and they're number one.
And a special thing for our program was playing in the Final Four, being, in the Final Four in the state of Arizona. We were just an eyelash from going to the state finals, the state championship game. It's tremendous credit, I thought, to our kids and to our fans and to everybody that was involved. That was really a unique thing. That's something that your whole program points for, the ultimate, the peak.
Yeah, there are some teams who never make it to the state tournament.
I think we're very fortunate. I don't think Saguaro's been in the state tournament in about 8 years. We've gone the last 3, so that is special.
Final Four time for state prep basketball players. The semifinal games in the big division, Class AAA. Both divisions, AAA 1 and AAA 2, this afternoon at the Activity Center. Class AAA 2, the smaller schools. One game completed. The North High Mustangs will go to the championship game. They beat Casa Grande 34-31. They'll play the winner of the Cactus Sunny Slope game tomorrow at 6:30 at the Activity Center over at ASU. Coming up tonight, AAA Division 1. Chandler will play Tucson Saguaro. That's a team that scores about 100 points a game. And Mesa plays Chaparral. A lot of people figured Carl Hayden would be in there, but did not get there. Chaparral winning last night. Ross Monaco, the Firebird star, with 31 points, leading Chaparral to a big victory last night. And Mesa winning last night as well, beating Carl Hayden rather handily. So it'll be a good matchup tonight. Watch Ross Monaco and Chaparral. A lot of people expecting Chaparral now to go to the championship game tomorrow night at the Activity Center, 8:30 for the AAA 1 game. And both those games tonight, semifinals, will be underway shortly at the Activity Center.
Unfortunately, Mesa held on to win. They went on to play the state championship game the next night. In fact, won the state championship for Arizona. They're a fine team. Chaparral certainly had nothing to be ashamed of. Great high school basketball team. We just didn't get the breaks at that right time. It was unfortunate. One of those things, we shot 10 free throws and Mesa shot 26. And that's the way it goes sometimes. Really proud of that basketball team. An interesting thing happened at the end of that game that I'd never seen before. Our players were pretty disappointed, pretty upset. There were some tears. As soon as the game ended, the Mesa coach, instead of going to his team, directly to Chaparral, he singled out one of the Chaparral players, and our tape just happened to pick it up. It seemed that he was speaking to the Chaparral player and telling him that he played a good game. And the Chaparral player, of course, was congratulating the Mesa coach, but at the same time seemed to be saying, coach, we lost. At the end, the Mesa coach hugs the Chaparral player. I thought this really said a lot about the Chaparral basketball team in 1980. A lot of memories, a lot of great memories. A lot of memories in this room, a lot of pictures, posters, a lot of great memories. You know, high school basketball, greatest sport in the world. You can't ask too much of your team. You can't ask them to go out and win. A lot of pressure, a lot of excitement, a lot of stress. Again, the thing you can ask your team is just to play hard. Go out and play as hard as possible. And night in and night out, Chaparral Fighters did just that. They led the state in scoring. They're an exciting team, probably the whole Southwest. One night, here at Chaparral Gym, they not only played hard, they came close to playing a perfect basketball game. Let me set the scene. They were playing the Carl Hayden Falcons who had the previous 2 state championships. They're the same players. Carl Hayden had won 22 straight games. They were going to come down to Chaparral Gym and do some business. That was as close as any team that I've ever been associated with this kind of playing a perfect basketball game. The gym was packed. It was exciting. There was great action. Let's take a look at it.
unique things that started out the year was interesting. It was a pep assembly that we had before the first Carl Hayden game, and I thought that was really a great experience. The students were all together, and the kids were all together, and our basketball team did a few drills and stuff, and I thought that was a really neat way to start the year, and I thought it showed the closeness of the crowd and the team, and that was a pretty unique thing for a school to have that type of pep assembly.
It kind of got the team and the fans together, didn't it?
It really did.
That's 15 in the United States. But these guys will show up and we'll be ready to play. I don't know about Carl Hayden. When the quarter ends or the half wing ends and we have the ball, notice there's 15 seconds on the clock. It would really help us if you'd count down from 10, because we can't always look up and see how much time's on the clock. So we're going to run some plays here. When it gets to 10, the cheerleaders will help me out. If you'll start counting 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on, we'll see what happens here. That would really help us if you can do it. So let's see what we got. Ready? Play.